Omicron cases seem to have peaked in northeastern states, but national case tally remains at record. Signs that the Omicron-driven surge of coronavirus cases may be peaking in northeastern states where it took hold earliest, weighed against continued stress on hospitals on Tuesday, as the national case rate stood at a record of about 800,000 a day. Cases appear to be peaking in New York City, Cleveland, Chicago and Washington, D.C., according to a New York Times tracker. But hospitalizations are averaging 156,505 a day, up 54% from 2 weeks ago and the most since the start of the pandemic. And daily deaths are above 1,900, up 54% from 2 weeks ago. The Times and other media outlets are reporting about the pressure on hospitals that are suffering staff shortages. Also due to Omicron, hospitalization numbers include people who are in the hospital with another ailment but have tested positive for COVID. New cases have climbed more than 400% in Alaska, Oregon and Utah, the tracker is showing. Hospitals in the U.S. are struggling to staff medical facilities as a wave of COVID-19 cases sidelines healthcare workers. Some hospital administrators are being forced to turn to last resort measures to ensure quality of care. Photo, Joseph Prezioso/AFP. Getty Images. Over the holiday weekend, experts cautioned that Omicron may not accelerate the pandemic's transition to an endemic phase, where the virus remains a risk but has become more manageable. The fact that the variant is far more transmissible but appears less lethal had raised hopes it would replace other variants and gradually help end the crisis. Read now, Europe banks on even stricter mask rules to beat back winter COVID wave. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and a top medical advisor to President Joe Biden, told a virtual World Economic Forum panel that an endemic phase remains some way off. I think if you look at the history of infectious diseases, we've only eradicated one infectious disease, and that's smallpox. And that's not going to happen with this virus, said Fauci, who said he would consider the pandemic to have reached endemic status when it doesn't disrupt society. I really do think it remains to be seen whether Omicron is going to be the live virus vaccination that everyone is hoping for because you have such a great deal of variability with variants, he said, referring to the open questions of whether Omicron infections will hit so many people that it's as if all eligible Americans had chosen to be vaccinated and whether immunity gained through infection will endure against a different SARS-CoV-2 strain. div.youtube height 0, position relative, padding bottom 56.25%, div.youtube.